pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, let's go through and do our attendance. Or is there any questions of who's up there? Are they all in? Is there anybody on phone call?
Okay.
I mean on our conference call. Okay, well, from there, I believe we have everybody listed for the minutes. If anybody else comes in, we may have to stop and ask who they were. From there, I can ask for the approval of today's agenda.
Make a motion to approve today's agenda.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Next is approval of claims for payment of 5/6/2020.
Make a motion to approve the May 6, 2020 claims for payment.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Utility permits. I did not have one.
I have one.
Okay.
So I will make a motion to approve utility permit number UT-20-020 for aerial lines for Midland Power Co-op.
I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. BJ?
Aye.
Motion carries. Secondary roads, you got anything for us?
We got 2 projects almost done. We were building a new road up by Buckeye to bypass a bridge. And then we are moving that intersection on Highway 65. That's about done too. So they're both at about 90%. We're kind of letting them, letting the rain hit them, let them settle down, and then those will be good. So it'll be nice to get those 2 projects done.
You can drive on the one road, I know of, off 65. It's
Yeah,
rough, but you can drive on it.
Correct. Yep.
That looks good.
Good. Well, we're glad to hear that. Yep.
I just noticed that this last weekend. It looks good.
That's your.
We have one call-in user. We're going to unmute you. Could you please identify? On the phone.
John Zimmerman, Green, Iowa.
Thank you, John. Anything else on secondary roads?
Just business as usual.
Okay. Next we have is Bridge 3267. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yep, so this is your City of Alden Bridge. So they came and did some chloride testing, and it's deteriorated down a lot further than they thought. So it's going to have to be a complete rebuild. So this project is going up in price every time we look at it. But so this contract, they kind of had this on the original contract where every time they want to add something, they'll come to you guys and, want to get it approved. So this is pretty much an agreement to do geotechnical exploration. And looking at the old plans from 1936, it looks like the bedrock's only 4 foot below the river. But still, they're going to want to make sure that it's stable enough to hold up a bridge. So that's kind of what this contract is to start exploring a complete bridge rebuild.
So with a complete bridge rebuild, are they going to have to keep it historical then?
There's aspects of it, yes. It'll still have to look something like the old bridge. And the statewide historic preservation office can override pretty much everything we do. So that it slows the process down, but it's part of what we got to do.
Okay.
Okay. Lance, I'd make a motion to approve Bridge 3267 Supplemental Agreement Number 1 as presented by Engineer Rawl and Calhoun Burns and Associates.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next, I have is a recommendation to the DNR and Animal Feeding Operation Construction Permit Application Tri-B Site Section 8. I have a letter from Seth Wingert requesting that it be tabled for 1 week.
Okay. I'll make a motion to table the animal feeding operation construction permit for Tri-B site for a week.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. It's tabled. We'll have it on next week. Now I have is a recommendation to the DNR on Animal Feeding Operation Construction Permit Application Ferris Pork Site, Section 13 of Ellis Township. Jess?
After speaking with Daryl Meyer this morning, we would like to request that we table that recommendation until next week.
Okay.
Okay.
Lance, I make a motion to table the recommendation on the DNR animal feeding operation permit Ferris Pork Site Section 13 Ellis Township until next Wednesday.
I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Motion carries. That is tabled until next week. Now we have is an approval of a dental insurance plan. Becca sent this to us.
Yeah, we need to unmute Denise.
Denise, good morning.
Good morning, Denise.
Good morning. So a couple of things that have occurred over the last couple of days. We received a letter of transfer from the county so that we could take over the current dental plan as you guys approved a couple of weeks ago. So once we received all that data, I reviewed it and I found a couple of indiscrepancies in the comparison that we originally received from the prior TPA compared to the actual plan document that Wellmark has on file. So if I could, am I able to share my screen?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so you can see my screen here. When we were together last,
Hold on, Denise.
you got it?
Oh, there you go.
Okay, there.
So the discrepancies all worked in the favor of the employee, so that's good. The original information that we received indicated there was annual deductibles on your dental benefits. They were waived for some diagnostic and preventative services according to the data that we had, but still it indicated there was a $25 single deductible and a $75 family. In addition to that, the data that we had indicated there was a lifetime maximum on your orthodontic benefit of $1,500. So after I reviewed the documents that I got from Wellmark yesterday, because they wouldn't release that information to me prior to my being named the broker. Once that happened, then they released all of the information to me. I was able to look at the actual, they're referred to as OBSs, the actual document or contract, and found that that benefit is actually unlimited, so a much better benefit than what was originally given to me. So with that said, we came in, we were able to match what is actually in force as opposed to what was originally received. So your annual deductible is $0. There are no deductibles on your benefit plan. All of this all remains the same, just as we described. The only other difference or inaccuracy was with regards to this orthodontic lifetime benefit. It's now an unlimited benefit, so IGHCP came in and matched that. And then here are your current premiums, and we're able to do the same benefit policy for 23.56% less than what you currently have.
Very good.
So,
BJ's
with
muted.
that,
Is BJ
I'm
muted?
not,
Okay.
no. Thank you.
so I would recommend that you continue the dental benefits just as you have them today. I've enhanced them to reflect the same. We reduced the premiums. Most of that reduction, quite frankly, just came because we don't get compensation on the dental plans. We do those at no cost for our groups. So most of that reduction is just simply you were paying for broker services prior, and under the new plan, you're not. So, I mean, you get the same services, we just don't charge. So that's the majority of the reduction, and then there are some pooling charges that are reduced because of our size that you're able to take advantage of as well.
Great.
Nope, sounds good.
Okay. I'd make a motion to delegate IGHCP to handle the Hardin County dental benefits as discussed.
I will second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Next is the COVID-19 update.
Is Thomas on?
Hang on, Thomas, we'll get to you. We don't have Thomas anymore. Rocky, possibly?
Oh. Okay, good.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yep, we can.
Okay, perfect. I'm not sure where Thomas went, but just to kind of provide an update, we, as well as Renee and Dave, met with the town mayors on Monday regarding kind of like the local festivals and pools and how we're going to move forward with that. Still waiting on some guidance from the governor, but had some really good discussions regarding that. I know Thomas has been still working with the long-term care and the other healthcare providers in the community, in the county, to make sure that they have their proper PPE. So they're still filling out a survey every week, and then he is getting all of that stuff out to them. And then we're still looking for other PPE that we can be buying with our preparedness funds that we got through the state. So we can have some just in case we need more. So.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thanks, Rocky.
Thank you.
Did Thomas come back on by chance? Okay. From there, let's open it up to public comments, and everyone has the capability of unmuting themselves. So
Julie Dunn has a question.
Julie, go ahead.
Well, I wasn't unmuted when you asked, when you were okaying payments, and I had a question about the larger payment to Quaker Security. But at this point, when county nurses call a COVID positive patient and release them from quarantine after 7 days, that's very alarming, and you all should be alarmed at that. But from what I understand, they've received instruction from the state, and so they must do what they're told. So I guess I'm grateful that they've turned it over to the state, and they don't have to take the blame for that kind of policy. It's shocking. You just remember when you're out there, wear your mask, because I guess the state thinks it's okay to release people from quarantine 7 days following a positive result from a test. So beware, and no, paying more money to security, Quaker Security, is not going to protect you from COVID-19. Thank you.
Any other comments?
Julie, this is Rocky. What you're talking about, the state gave us direction. Once an asymptomatic person has tested positive for COVID, they can then be released from quarantine so long as they don't become symptomatic. So just to kind of clarify that.
Except if you are released from quarantine, just because you're asymptomatic doesn't mean that you can't spread the disease, that virus. It's not clear enough that that can't be done. And if you release someone, then should they go back to work? Then can they go right back to work? I'm telling you that the Iowa Vets Home, is the training school going to take someone who's released after 7 days, even though they're asymptomatic, even though they could still be spreading the virus? It's very, yeah, just beware, people, because it feels like you're on your own out there. And I don't blame our county nurses at all. They do what they had to do and follow the instructions. So I have more faith in them than I certainly do from the state. I'm done.
Thank you. Any other public comments? Hearing no other public comments, I'll go to other business.
I have no other business.
BJ?
No, sir.
From there, I could ask for adjournment.
Lance?
Move.
Oh, well, hang on a sec. Who?
This is Donna.
Donna, go ahead.
I would like to request that the board take another look regarding confinement public hearings and a possible amendment to include all the laws that the DNR uses to approve one of those things.
I'm writing it down. Okay. Any
I
other?
have another question. It's Julie Dunn.
Go ahead, Julie.
Since we had those public hearings on a Zoom meeting, I request that they be recorded on video and posted on YouTube so people in the county can kind of see how they work. I request that public hearings on CAFOs be video recorded and posted on YouTube. Thank you.
Okay. Jess, I guess I know we Zoomed it, and I think we have the capability of putting that Zoom meeting onto our YouTube. Yes.
I had emailed Julie the other day and told her that usually we only post our regular board of supervisors meetings on YouTube, but if that's something that you guys want to do, we can do that. Post our public hearings on YouTube as well.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with it.
I'm not opposed, I guess.
Yeah, I was thinking we should put it.
Okay.
Thank you.
From there, I don't believe we had it.
Oh.
Yes, who do I have? Daryl?
Yeah. In response to Donna's request for a revised policy, I do have a draft, and I will be presenting that to the board for its consideration. So it's being worked on, Donna, so I think they talked about how it is addressed in the revised policy. So that'll be coming soon.
Thank you, Daryl.
You're welcome.
Any other public comments? Hearing no other public comments, we can go to adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. We're adjourned.